Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room Recap for Tuesday, March the 28th. My name is Barry Anderson, the moderator of our trading room. This is the address to get into the room, and the room is open between 9 a.m. I get live on the mic, I share my screen, and the room is open from about 9 a.m. to up to 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Wow, what a day! Another incredible day. When you think about some of these moves from some of these bios, it's hard to imagine. And let me, before I'm sorry, I should have opened this chart before, and let me get the symbol linking going. There we go. Okay, so take a look at CBio if you didn't trade today. You know, this is the absolute insane one. It is actually starting to come back too. Get a little bigger here. So we saw this in the pre-market. It actually was a little bit late. This is 9:10 9:15 when the action started happening. So we start looking in the pre-market about quarter to 9, and this came in a little bit late. And look at this, and you know what? I can't even remember what the news was. Obviously, I think it was a drug approval of some sort. But the real reason is that it only has, now we have it listed as about 600,000 shares in the float. Some sites have it about 900,000, some around a million. So the bottom line is that it's very, very low float situation. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, just the float is basically the number of shares that are available for trading. Every stock has a certain number of shares outstanding. You start subtracting what the insiders control. I doubt mutual funds own this one, but basically you start to get taking away the insiders, how many shares they have, and because in theory the insiders, the CEO, etc., they're not trading their shares every day. Anyway, the bottom line is that's how you get the float. The lower the float, the better when you get a stock that is in demand. It's just a low supply, that's the float, high demand, and this is the insanity that can happen. I mean, this stock, $6 in the pre-market all the way to 19, and it's starting to come back even. Now, I did not take it. The only entry I could have possibly thought was right around here, a break of the pre-market high, but it shot up so quickly, and I just can't chase. I've seen too many times where you think, okay, I got to get in, and then it just drops. So I just didn't see an entry, and certainly now it's just kind of chopping around. But that's okay. I mean, a lot of people in our room did take are a little more adventuresome than I am, and that's fine. But certainly was very exciting. The exciting one for me and for a lot of people in the room, and big kudos to our CEO, Dan Merkin. He came into the room at right about here. I think the price was right now. It was right about 320. I actually had an alert on it also, but Dan came into the room and said, "Hey guys, watch this one." And he was in it earlier and posted. I think he got in it yesterday. I took the trade at 347. Now you might say, "Well, that is chasing," and you're right. You're right. This time I, sort of broke a bit of a rule, and I did decide to chase this one. This has, another low floater, 5 million in the float, and this has done stuff like this before. So I just decided to take some right there. And I mean, this 5-minute candles, look what it did. I mean, it got as high. Unfortunately, I didn't get that right at the high, but 345 to 480 in, less than 15 minutes. I got into the trade, as I say, at actually it was 349. I took some out quickly, just in case, because this, it can fall just as rapidly. I took some out at 379, and sorry about that. And then I took some out at what did I take it out at? 379. Oh, 405 and 432. And then I got out the rest right around here. Actually, at 379. Sorry, 379. And play might be over, but we'll see. But that was, I mean, in such a short period of time, this happened, and super kudos to our CEO and a chairman, Mr. Dan Merkin. Couple other trades. I'm still in this one, AKER. This is where I'm in, approximately right up here. Unfortunately, that's a 200-day moving average also. This is potentially a swing trade if you take a look at the time frame on the daily, and you'll see why. This is the potential void fill that we're always looking for. So depending to where it ends up. I mean, if it, I almost got out of it. I mean, it was looking like it was going to go down below 2. Probably would have got out, but it's starting to recover. Just has to make its way through that 200-day moving average, and we'll see what happens. Hun, I'm in still. Doing really not too much. I actually I like this break here. The chemical stocks are very strong today. Love this break on the daily. Let's just bring back the 5-minute. So I actually tried to trade it twice. I took it up here. What was it, about 2409, 2410? Sold it as it was moving down. I got out right here. Watched this. Came back up. Got in again at 2420 and 2422. Sorry. Just kind of hanging tough with it. The other one I took from Holly, LTRX. LTRX. Not doing too badly. Excuse me, too badly. The alert. I got into this one at 322, right there. In fact, that's where the alert is. So I got into this one right here. And nothing fantastic though. On a percentage basis, that's not bad. Got in and right here and sold some at 336. As it was just kind of meandering right around here as this candle started coming down, decided to take some out at 336. So not a fantastic trade, but I'll take 3 of those a day. Okay, on the percentage moves, I'll take 3 of those a day, and you can make a living doing that. And that AX. Now this is one I want to watch tomorrow. AXSM, another Holly trade. Got in at 405. Popped up here and I sold at 405, okay? But this is why I'm interested in it. Even the Holly trades, I mean, it's not a matter of just my taking them. Just because it's a Holly trade. I like to see what sort of daily there is. This one I will definitely be watching tomorrow. If it holds 4, I mean, look at that void. I mean, $5.29 up to that high where you might start to get some resistance. Again, when I always say that, I don't mean it's going to get there. All right, people say, well, Barry, how do you know it's going to get there? I don't, but I like to put our odds in our favor so that you don't have a whole bunch of resistance here, as an example. I'll say this: if I shifted all that down here, it wouldn't look so good. But the potential is that it could start filling this void before we run into chart resistance. So that's really about it. Ooh, an acre, I think, just popped over. Okay, it's trying like mad to get over that 200-day moving average. So we'll see what happens at the end of the by the end of the day. All right, everybody, that's about it. Again, I open the room at about 8:45. That's when we start looking for our pre-market movers, both up and down. And I get live on the mic at 9 o'clock. So. And don't forget, at 3 o'clock, I go over the evening scan, which is basically looking for stocks that were strong today with certain filters in place that were strong today that might still set up for a continuation move tomorrow, both on either on the upside or the downside. So I do that every day at 3 o'clock, and I go run to 3:30, and then I'll ask. You can ask me questions even during that time. I'll go to 4 o'clock if there are questions. Otherwise, I usually am shutting the room down around 3:30. All right. Well, thank you very much for listening, and I hope to see you in our trading room tomorrow. Bye bye.